Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves ya. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, like peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, my dear Leos, you have the High Priestess as the key to the week. So in some way, shape or form, in all of these sectors, something new is going to be something new is going to be revealed to you, or some piece of the puzzle that you didn't have before. Remember, the High Priestess is always a hidden thing revealed. Among other things, she's not just that, she's so much more than that. For those of you that are not those of you, in fact for all of us as well, in some way, shape or form, this is about your intuition speaking up. So where you get those intuitive psychic nudges and hits, where it is that you get that energy of something other happening or something taking place that you maybe weren't aware of, or that you're, you know, I often say my spidey senses are tingling. This week, pay attention to those intuitive hits and nudges. It's really important because you could be getting an insight or a message of some sort that ends up becoming really important for you at a later date. For your actions and options this week, you have the Eight of Cups. So this week, your emotions are going to be speaking volumes to you. Trust your emotional intelligence this week, and also really go through the process of allowing yourself to let go of some aspect of the past, or some old piece of code, you know, old piece of script that's running in the background there, that, you know, that convinces you that you can't have abundance, that convinces you that actually, you know, that relationship damaged me, so now nobody's going to want me, all of that sort of stuff. This week is a real week for you to process and to really acknowledge, okay, you know what, this is an old thought pattern and it now needs to be released or let go of. In a lot of ways as well, there's something that you are deciding this week that you can live without, which is a really powerful place to be, because it's you taking your power in your own hands. For your communications and conversations, you have the Tower card, right? So big realizations, possibly a groundbreaking or ground shattering secret that is revealed to you or by you. Remember, you know, your communication is a two-way street. This could be something that is said to you or shared with you or divulged to you, or it could be something that is shared by you or said by you that really kind of sets people straight. Maybe there's a secret, something hidden, the High Priestess, and the Tower, something that is revealed or a big realization that comes. Who else was it that had a very similar energy to this? But they had the Hanged Man. I think it was Taurus. And I said to them, this could be a big spiritual realization. That's possible with these cards, although it would be more of a psychic revelation than it would be like a spiritual one, because it's the High Priestess. Now, another way that this could play out, and it's interesting that the Tower card has come up in the communications and conversations, I think twice, possibly three times already as I'm reading now. And I wonder, I've talked about this a lot in people's personal readings because it keeps coming up as a signature. I wonder, and I know that this is astrologically very possible this year, but I wonder if this week, and I touch wood, I truly hope that I'm wrong, but I wonder this week if we're going to see a cyber attack, or at least an attempt of one of some sort this week. So I'll be really intrigued to see how that shapes up. If you see anything on the wider world stage, please post in the comments a link to the article or the video or whatever it is that's out there. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, This is not a week to do the, the water cooler chat. This is not a week to badmouth anybody. It's not. The reason I say this is because for you guys, this suggests that something that you say is either going to be used out of context or taken out of proportion. And it could be something really small that you say that is hyped up and it goes completely awry, and before you know it, it's just a whole situation. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this could be a week, if you do something like what I do, this could see you going viral. It could see you in some way, shape or form being thrust into the limelight. Maybe you get a celebrity client, maybe in some way, shape or form you just reach a bigger audience than you ever expected, or maybe the supply for your product or your business outstrips the demand, outstrips the supply. Very, very possible with this card. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, this week I would probably give yourself over to I want to say give yourself over to studying your psychic art, whatever that might be. For some of you, it might literally be psychic art. For some of you, this might be, you're starting to learn tarot, or you're starting to learn astrology, or you're starting to learn numerology. For some of you as well, this kind of suggests on that communication level that this week you would want to put your time and effort into listening to the women in your family. This is another way that this could play out as well, because of that sort of universal indicator of women energy. This could be somewhere on, maybe on the wider world stage, but maybe in your personal life, where a woman speaks up about something that is very, we've just had this recently, with the whole royal family debacle and all the rest of it, but we could see something else this week come out, and it could be again quite explosive or inflammatory. For your money and materials, we have the Five of Pentacles. This week, be very, very careful with your money, your finances, your passwords, all of that sort of stuff. There's a lot of crap flying about at the moment, and I would just be very, very cautious on this. If you're planning to make an investment, this is not the week. The week after, you absolutely have the go ahead, but this week specifically, it's a no from me. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your neck, your throat, your voice. This is another one that keeps coming up as well, and very often for a lot of my signs, so I'm like and then for your home and environment, again, Leo's is another one of those ones. But what I will say is it looks like this week the home is going to cost you money in some way, shape or form. This came up for another sign as well, and I can't remember which, but this could be a financial this could be an appliance that needs to be replaced. It could be an appliance that you buy, just maybe just stops working the day or the day after you buy it. This is why I would just say, like, if there's any big investments or big financial moves to be made, this is not quite the week for it. All right. And then for your love and relations, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So out of all of this, love looks like it has a good possibility. For those of you that are single, there is a chance for you to meet somebody online. What I will say to you though, because you've got the High Priestess present, just be sure that who you are talking to is actually who they say they are. Do whatever you can, do your due diligence to find that out very quickly, is what I will say. But outside of that, the Ace of Pentacles is a great card. For those of you that have been in situations where you've spoken to somebody online, but you haven't been able to, maybe Skype them and Zoom them and all the rest of it, but haven't been able to meet in person, this week could literally see you meeting in person. You could finally be taking that step out, out of the cyber world and into the real world, which is lovely. For those of you that are in relationships, partnered, married, etc., yeah, Ace of Pentacles bodes very well for both of your finances. It does suggest as well that the partner is going to have either some very surprising news about the job or the work. They could be getting a raise, they could be getting a pay rise, they could be getting a promotion of some sort. But this could also suggest, because you've got the Tower card there as well, something about the partner's work could literally be coming up and you're like, well, holy crap, what does this mean? Maybe they come back and say, look, I've been offered my dream job, but we're going to have to move. obviously it creates a big question mark, right? But it's definitely worth considering because it comes up with the Ace of Pentacles, which suggests that the opportunity is golden and it is one that is very, very secure. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. There are some challenges here, right? We can see that there are some challenges here. It does seem to be a running theme this week, I have to say. With that said, take care. I'll see you soon.